So it is Tuesday, 2 weeks before, I'm sorry, 2 days before we take off to Michigan. We decided, or at least I decided, that I think it'd be best to leave between 2 and 4 in the morning. And right now, I am headed to my father-in-law's house to pick him up. He'll be staying with us the next 2 nights at our house, along with his little dog named Baby. She looks like a Benji type dog. Remember Benji from the movies back in the 70s? Everybody loved Benji. It's not the name of the movie. I'm just saying everybody loved Benji. And that's what this dog reminds me of. He. I can't remember if it's a she or he. I don't know. The name like Baby, right? So anyway, this dog just kind of resembles that kind of a dog. Anyway. The dog's coming with him, so I don't know how that's going to go down for the next 2 nights. Who knows? And his closing is tomorrow, and he's kind of a gruff old guy, and kind of wants people to think that he's gonna pull the rug out from underneath everyone's feet all the time. It's what he finds slightly entertaining, So it's going to be a matter of going to his closing with him tomorrow and reassuring the agents involved that no, he's not going to renege on anything. No, he's not doing this or that and the other. Don't panic. That's what he'll do. He likes to see people get into a panic, but that's how it's going to go down. And so I'm just hoping that I can get enough sleep tomorrow night, because he's gonna stay in our bed. He's physically he's dealing with a lot, like it's kind of necessary that he sleeps on something softer than, well, our sofa's kind of soft, but anyway, I don't know. That's what he's doing now. So I hope I get enough sleep, because I'm gonna be the primary driver. My oldest son is going with us. He's 25, so he can help us, and I'm just hoping that maybe by some slight chance we can just drive straight through. That's hoping for a lot, though. I just don't think that's gonna happen, but who knows what events might unfold. My wife has a lot of anxiety about this. I don't. You see, she's very typical of a lot of women. Whenever something like this gets planned, they work themselves up into a lather and create so much anxiety for themselves that they rob themselves of the joy that could be had from doing something like this. And then because they're so worked up, and not in a good way, they're so worked up, they overplan and they overpack. Oh my word. Listen, you guys know that you and I, we could go on a trip and I might take 1 or 2, maybe 3 changes of clothes for 6 days, right? No, not them. We gotta have enough food and water that we got stranded on a mountain with no Wi-Fi, that we could survive for years, right? I mean, you'd think we were going to Antarctica and our ship was going to be crushed in the ice. And I'm constantly saying, stop buying so much stuff in preparation for this. We can wing it. Listen, I believe in preparation. I believe in making things happen. I mean, and having the essential tools and supplies in place to be able to do things. But my word, live a little, wing it. Not everything has to be so predictable. I don't want everything to be predictable. The most predictability I really want is knowing which hotel I'm going to stay at when I get up in Michigan, and what I see on my maps when I'm using, GPS to get to where I'm going. Other than that, hey, listen, it's a free-for-all. We're just gonna wing it. We're just gonna see what happens. Not with women, though. No. They can't just let their hair down and enjoy themselves to the max. And even my son was telling her, you know, I think he was, at least. I think I remember him having a conversation with me about this, and it's just nauseating. And this is why guys plan trips by themselves. Listen, I'm not complaining about spending time with her. I'm not really. But my older brother from Minnesota, who is 4 years older than me, so he's gonna be 60 this year. Him and I are always talking about, hey, we need to go on a trip. My sons right now, they're not interested in doing something like that with me. That's probably not too far in the future, but you know, that's normal. But my older brother, he wants to go on a trip. He wants to like go hang out and do stuff, and man, that would be so much fun, because we would not be spending an inordinate amount of time trying to figure out what we're going to be doing hour by hour, minute by minute. I mean, it's kind of nice to know what's available, right? It's kind of nice to know that you have options and here's what they are, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to be spending my time in public swimming pools. You can do that anywhere. I'm not gonna, you know, I'll tell you what I'd like to do when I go to Michigan. I don't know why I said the thing about the public swimming pools. I have no idea where they came from. I would like to visit a number of lighthouses. I have a feeling it's not going to happen. We are going to be going to the UP, though. You know, the Upper Peninsula. I don't think I've ever been up that far. And I've told that there's a place there where you can go pet baby bears. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's kind of cool. But also, it's my wife's cousin. Her cousin. She wants to take us up there, get us a hotel room, and go visit Mackinac Island or something like that. And I would love to do that. And so I plan on making videos while I'm there. But I don't need to plan that to the finest detail, you know. Let's just go and see what happens. This is why men like to do things with other men. It's very rare to find a woman, and they are out there though. It's very rare to find a woman who just has a true sense of adventure. And but I think it takes degree of spontaneity to be able to do that. And yeah, anyway, moving on from that, I didn't know that's what this video was going to be about, but go and pick him up, go and pick up her dad. And my wife was telling me that's the house they've been living in since she was in the 5th grade. So for nearly 40 years, there's memories attached to that house. And when we were over there just a little bit earlier, I could tell that her dad was getting a little choked up about it. You know, he tries to hide it. Kind of a tough guy, you know, kind of hide it. I would try to hide it too, personally, but yeah, he's having a little bit of a tough time, I think, with it. And I imagine that it's going to be hard for him once we pull out of there. Even just now, when we get ready to pull out of there, I have a feeling he's going to have a tough time with it. He'll probably be quiet. I don't know. Maybe not. He might distract himself with a lot of talking. Of course, we'll have the little dog with us, baby. And but I'm not looking forward to leaving him behind. Not because of just parting ways, but I have a feeling he's going to be pretty emotional about that. I mean, it's a huge change. Older people do it all the time. We see it down here, especially in Florida. People will have homes up north and they move down here when they retire. Some people move down here permanently, but some people have homes in both places, and I think that makes it easier. But some people just move down here permanently. and they're far away from their family in a lot of cases. I just can't imagine what that's like to change things that much at that stage of life. I have moved, I thought about this earlier today, I have moved so many stinking times in my life before the age of 20 that I never want to do it again. I've moved many times since then. But man, I tell you what, I've moved more times than any person ever should have. Listen, I counted it up one time. The number is staggering. It's like, no wonder in some regards that I'm messed up, right? But, you know, as I get to be older, all I can, you know, one of my fantasies is just staying in one place for a long time, till the day I die. Just living in one place. The only way I'd want that to change is if my surroundings became so unbearable that, you know, upending things and transplanting myself somewhere else would be quite attractive. Which in his case, right now, it would be. It is. You know, the neighborhood he's lived in it's been going downhill for years and years. And, you know, all of his family, his own personal family that he grew up with, they're all, most of them are still alive. That they're in Michigan, which is going to be good for him. And you know, as you get to be older, family becomes more and more important. Family is always important, and you know it is, but you just hope that they're all there for you in the golden years. And in many cases they're not. We've seen that, right? So love each other while you can, pay it forward, because the times are coming. The times are coming when you're gonna want them to be around. And I need to stop talking about that, because now it's making me think of my mom. Anyway, so I'm really close to the house. I'm gonna get him and his little dog too, and we're gonna be on our way. And then I got so much to do tomorrow. He's closing. We gotta pick up the rental van, and renting that thing out, and it cost me half as much as it did 3 years ago. Half as much now. I don't know why the rental is so much cheaper, but yeah. So driving up there in Michigan and back. I am looking forward to it though, because we're gonna be, like I said before in the video, we're gonna be going through pretty close to some towns, little towns I grew up in Indiana, and I am so determined to hit those places on my way back. Make some videos. Man, just making those videos is gonna be good memories. That's gonna be really good for me. All right, guys. I don't know if I'm signing out just yet or not. I'm gonna see if I can get this little dog in the video. And I'm gonna head home. Well, here's the old house they've been living in, or he's been living in for 40 years, I guess. And yeah, you gotta say goodbye to him now. He built that gazebo himself. He had a lot of good times. They had a lot of good times on that. We used to come over when the kids were much younger. We used to come over and hang out and grill out, watch TV in there, and a long time. And then here's his little dog, Baby. Hey, Baby. Hey, Baby. Look at you. Look at you. Good girl. Good girl. Hey. Baby, look at me. The dog never looks at you when you want to look at it. See? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, baby. Baby. All right. Well, I feel for him. Yeah, I feel for him.
Got a desk camera?
Hey, yeah. Hey, baby. Baby's about to go on the biggest adventure of her life. Well, so is... No, don't do that. Once you... There you go. You happy? Are you happy? As long as you're happy, Gary. Right?
I just gotta watch her. I gotta watch every move she makes.
All right, here we go.